Welcome back. In this video, we will talk about a web hosting and its types. Web hosting is a service provider business that allows individuals to make their website available on the World Wide Web. These websites are stored on special computers called servers. There are quite a few types of web hosting, but we will discuss some of them according to the scope of this tutorial. Some famous web hosting are free hosting, shared hosting, Vps hosting, dedicated hosting, and managed WordPress hosting. A free hosting is a web hosting that is suitable if your website is just for fun, but it has very limited features, slow speed, and advertisements will be added to your website. Shared hosting is one of the best hosting choice for those who are building their first websites depending on what kind of website it is. In a shared hosting, different websites shares a single server and each customer utilizes a limit of the total resources of the shared server, therefore limiting the speed and performance. Shared hosting is economical and recommended for beginners. A VPS hosting, also called as Virtual Private Server Hosting, is an advanced version of shared hosting. In VPS hosting, a separate portion is dedicated to your website on the shared server so that the performance of your website is not affected by other websites. In a dedicated hosting, a complete web server is dedicated to your website, therefore it has very high speed. A dedicated hosting is recommended for high traffic and high security, but it has a downside as the cost is very high. Due to the popularity of WordPress, many hosting providers offer services called as managed WordPress hosting. Your host looks after all the technical issues of running WordPress, including security, speed, your website uptime, and backups. The only downside to managed WordPress hosting is a very high cost. Let's summarize now. Figure out what you need. A free hosting is suitable if your website is just for fun and speed doesn't matter for you. Examples of free hosting are Freehostia, Zymic, and OurSpace. Let's figure out what you need. A free hosting is suitable for you if your website is just for fun and speed doesn't matter for you. Examples of free hosts are Freehostia, Zymic, and OurSpace. Shared hosting is recommended for you if you are a beginner. The cost is minimum but speed is slow. Some companies that offer shared hosting are a Small Orange, GoDaddy, and HostGator. If you have a consistent traffic and speed matters for you, then VPS hosting is a good option for you. Examples of VPS hosting are a Small Orange, DreamHost, and HostGator. If speed and reliability and security are on top of your priorities, then you should go for a managed WordPress hosting. Some providers of managed WordPress hosting are WP Engine, Flywheel, and Pagely. Now you have some knowledge of hosting and its type. In the next video, we will talk about signing up for a web hosting.